Night falls fast out here, and you're miles from home. To ensure your knife is sharp for tomorrow's hunt, find a smooth river stone, preferably one without any grit or foreign materials embedded in it, and carefully sharpen the blade using the correct angle and strokes. Remember to check local regulations on natural resource use before employing this method, as some areas restrict removing stones from their sites. First things first, what you need is simple. While a proper knife sharpener is ideal, if you don't have one and are near a river, look for a smooth, relatively flat stone. Choose a stone about the size of your palm. Keep in mind that using natural stones can be less predictable than professional sharpeners, so test the edge carefully after use to ensure it's sharp enough. Let's get started. Find a comfortable spot in the sun. Working in cold conditions can make the task more challenging and uncomfortable. Set up your knife next to you and hold it steady with one hand. Take your time setting up. Getting organized properly ensures that the rest of the process goes smoothly. Remember, when foraging or fishing, always check local laws and seasons before gathering any resources from nature. Now, pick up the stone and start by checking its surface. Look for a smooth area without any chips or rough spots. This is crucial because using a poor quality stone can damage your blade. Most people forget this part and just grab any rock they see, which is asking to ruin your knife. Always ensure you have the right tools and follow proper techniques to keep your equipment in top shape. Place the knife on one side of the river stone. Hold it at about a 20-degree angle, imagining you're slicing into bread. If the angle is too steep, you'll wear down the edge too quickly. If it's too shallow, sharpening will be ineffective. The goal is to create a thin, sharp edge, while ensuring you follow local laws and regulations regarding gathering river stones or any natural resources from protected areas. Start pushing the blade forward along the river stone, moving from heel to tip while maintaining a consistent angle. This process requires patience and a steady hand. Most people tend to rush or vary their angle, leading to a dull rather than sharp edge. Remember, it's crucial to use clean stones free of contaminants for effective sharpening. Flip the knife over and repeat on the other side. Maintain a consistent 20-degree angle and push from heel to tip. Evenly sharpen both sides for balanced sharpness. Uneven sharpening can lead to poor performance. Always ensure you're using proper technique and suitable materials when sharpening your tools in the wild, but be mindful of local regulations regarding altering natural environments. Once you've done this once on each side, switch to a finer stone if you have one. If not, find a smooth river rock. The key is to look for a flat, smooth surface that's free of rough edges or grit. This process is called honing. The goal now isn't so much sharpening as fine-tuning the edge you've already created. Hold your knife at about 20 degrees and run it along the smoother stone. Remember, always keep safety in mind when handling sharp tools. Keep going until you feel a slight drag on the blade when you swipe it against the stone. That's the edge catching the tiny imperfections in the rock. This takes time, so don't skimp here. Many skip this step thinking their knife is sharp enough, but proper honing makes all the difference. Always ensure your knife is legally carried and used according to local laws and regulations. Once you're done, give your knife a quick rinse under clean, treated water to remove any grit from the stone. Dry it thoroughly afterward. Wet knives can rust quickly in damp conditions. Always ensure that you have access to safe drinking water when handling tools near bodies of water to prevent contamination and illness. Now for the test. Run your thumbnail along the edge of the blade. If you feel resistance, like tiny notches scraping against your nail, then you've got a sharp knife. Many people mistakenly believe that a smooth but dull edge is sharp enough. The true sign of a properly sharpened blade is feeling those fine serrations. However, remember to always be cautious when handling sharp objects and keep them out of reach from children and pets. If it didn't work out, no problem, go back to step 1 and try again. Ensure that the river stone is not too coarse for sharpening and has enough surface area. Also, make sure you maintain consistent angles throughout the process. Even slight variations can result in a blade that's either razor sharp or frustratingly dull. Remember, proper knife maintenance is crucial, but always be mindful of local laws regarding taking stones from natural water bodies. There's no magic here, just knowing how to set up properly, what angles work best, and having the patience for each step can turn a simple river stone into an effective tool for maintaining your knife's edge in survival situations where you might have little else at hand. Remember, when sourcing stones or any natural materials, always check local laws to ensure you're collecting responsibly and sustainably. Now you know how to sharpen any blade safely. Remember, use steady, consistent strokes on a reliable whetstone or sharpening tool. Always test the knife's sharpness thoroughly afterward to ensure safe usage. Additionally, be aware of local regulations and protected areas when collecting natural materials like river stones for sharpening. This is educational only. Foraging, hunting, and fishing carry real risks and are governed by local laws and seasons. Always verify plant and animal IDs with an expert, follow your local regulations, and never eat anything you can't 100% identify. Sharpening a knife on a river stone isn't just about getting a sharp edge. It's about understanding the process and respecting every detail. You need to know how to choose the right stone, set up your workspace safely, and maintain the correct angles throughout. First, pick out a flat, smooth river rock. The type of stone matters. Harder stones like granite are better for rough sharpening, while softer ones like limestone work well for honing. Find one that feels comfortable in your hand. You can test its grit by running your fingernail across the surface. If you feel some texture, it's a good candidate. Remember to always check local regulations and seasons before engaging in any outdoor activities to ensure compliance with laws. Next, clean the rock thoroughly to avoid damaging your knife's edge. Rinse away any mud or debris with clear water and make sure the rock is completely dry before use. Place the stone on a stable surface like a flat rock or log to prevent it from slipping while you sharpen your knife. Always handle sharp tools with care to avoid injury. Once set up, start with a coarser stone if your knife is very dull. Hold the knife at about 20 degrees to the stone. Getting this angle right is critical for creating a sharp edge. Imagine slicing off a thin slice from the top of an apple. This illustrates how shallow you need to go. Apply steady pressure and drag the blade across the stone, moving from base to tip in one fluid motion. Repeat on both sides until you feel resistance as the metal meets the stone, indicating your knife is becoming sharper again. Remember to check local laws if you're sharpening tools near a river or other water bodies, as there may be restrictions on activities like this in protected areas. For finer honing, switch to a softer, smoother river stone. Reduce the honing angle slightly to around 15 degrees for a sharper edge. Apply light pressure and make short, controlled strokes. Keep alternating sides to maintain an even edge across the blade's entire length. Remember, always handle sharp tools with care to prevent injury. Remember to test the edge of your knife frequently. Gently run your thumbnail across the blade. You should feel a noticeable sharpness without any pain or risk of injury. If the blade feels dull, continue refining its edge until it's properly sharp. Always handle knives with care and respect their potential for causing harm. Water can be both a friend and an enemy when sharpening a knife on a river stone. A small amount helps keep metal shavings from clogging the stone, but too much water can cool down your blade, potentially causing it to lose its temper, which would make it less durable. So, use just enough to lubricate the stone without soaking it or the blade excessively. Always ensure you're aware of local laws and regulations regarding removing stones or altering natural environments in conservation areas. Another tip is to vary your grip on the knife depending on the task at hand. For precise work, like whittling or delicate tasks, hold the handle tightly. For extended periods of sharpening where maintaining consistent angles is key, A lighter grip might help prevent fatigue and maintain control. Experiment with different holds to see what works best for you while ensuring your grip provides both stability and comfort throughout the process. Consistency is key when sharpening. Don't rush the process. Each pass should maintain the same pressure and angle for a uniform edge. Minor inconsistencies can degrade edge quality significantly. Take your time, remain patient, and concentrate on each precise stroke. Remember to check local laws regarding sourcing stones from rivers or streams in your area before collecting any materials. Once you've got the edge where it needs to be, finish off with a few passes on a leather strop or cloth. This fine polishing step will remove any microscopic imperfections left by the sharpening stones and ensure your knife is razor sharp. Keep in mind that when choosing natural materials like river stones for sharpening, always ensure you're not violating local laws or damaging protected environments. Sharpening a knife isn't just about having a sharp blade. It's crucial for ensuring your tool remains reliable in survival situations. A dull knife is nearly useless, so knowing how to sharpen it correctly is vital. Always use appropriate honing stones or whetstones designed for the task and follow proper technique to maintain an edge. Remember, when near water sources like rivers, ensure you have a safe way to dry your tools after sharpening to prevent rust, which can compromise their effectiveness. Remember, when sharpening a knife, safety first. Always be aware of where your blade is pointed and who's around you. Use a stable surface like a river stone or specialized whetstone, but ensure it's free from dirt and debris that could dull your blade or cause injury. Accidents can happen in a split second if you're not careful. Keep the knife sharp to maintain its effectiveness for tasks like cutting vegetation or preparing food. Always follow proper technique to avoid damaging the blade's edge. This is educational only.